Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about things that you should know if you want to become a doctor in Malaysia. Hi, my name is Catherine. I'm a third year medical student. I make videos sharing my experience and information about med school. As we all know that tuition fees for medical degree is very expensive, which range between 250k to 600k, and the duration of studies is 5 years. For those who are still considering whether to pursue medicine, you might also be wondering, is medicine really worth my time and money? So without further ado, let's get into the main topic of today's video. You might be told that you'll be guaranteed a stable job after you graduate. After graduating from 5 years of medical school, a medical graduate is required to be trained as a houseman in a government hospital before being certified as a medical officer, which is a fancy word for senior physicians. Currently, our country is facing a problem with more medical graduates than the available posts in Ministry of Health due to the inadequate hospital to train all the medical graduates. Therefore, you are expected to wait in line for a housemanship position. According to MIMS Malaysia, a medical graduate on 2015 have to wait a minimum of 6 months before getting a position for housemanship. Whereas a few days ago, I contacted one of my friends, which is a medical graduate as well. I asked him how long did it take for him to get a housemanship position in a hospital. And he told me that he have waited for 9 months, which means that the duration of the waiting time has increased from 2015. Imagine being unemployed for such a long time. This will be challenging for graduates that have student loans, which they are expected to repay their student loans upon graduation. Many of them have to work in other fields to sustain themselves during the waiting period. Being a doctor might be a stable job in our parents' generation, as during their time, Malaysia only have 3 medical schools with lesser medical graduates. And currently there are 32 medical schools in Malaysia, excluding the school that is being recognized by MOH in other countries. This means that there are a lot of medical graduates. According to what I have found, currently there are 500 medical graduates per year. If you are considering medicine for the sake of job stability, you might want to reconsider your choice again. You might be thinking that once you have gotten your housemanship position, you might be able to continue your journey to become a specialist. Only a medical officer that holds a permanent position for 3 years are allowed to study master degree and get into specialization. According to the article in Code Blue, only half of them who have applied for the permanent position gets a permanent position. The remaining will have to work as a contract doctor, which means that they are not able to continue their studies and become a specialist. We all know that there's a big difference between the salary of a normal doctor and a specialist, and most of the private hospital, they like to hire specialists. And our former Minister of Health told Parliament that contract medical officers who have already completed 2 years services in the MOH could seek work in other government agencies like public university hospital, private hospital, and companies like private medical labs and pharmaceutical corporation. Other than this, some might even work in a field that is not medical related. To be honest, why do you have to go through the 5 years of intense studies, having to spend a big amount of money in your education if you know that you are going to end up in a field that is not medical related, or in a field that you are not being able to treat a patient? And if you are looking into the alternative of working in another country, your degree would first be recognized by the medical council of the respective country. If you fail to obtain the accreditation in that country, you might not be able to work in that country unless you pass certain qualification exam. This comes with no promise of guaranteed job. I'm really sorry if you feel demotivated after hearing what I've said, but I really hope that you guys wouldn't regret your decision in the future. Having so much money and time spent for getting a medical degree but not being able to achieve your goal, you have to really think about what's your true intention of being a doctor. And for this, you have to really understand yourself well enough to figure it out. If you are really doing this for fame or money, do you think that this is the ideal pathway for you to achieve your goal? Or is there another alternative to do that? If you are doing this out of family pressure, will you be happy in the future? And is this really what you want in your life? Becoming a doctor is not that easy. It can be demanding both mentally and physically. And sometimes when you feel like giving up, the things that will motivate you to continue down this pathway is normally the right intention of becoming a doctor at the beginning. After knowing what I've told you just now, if you are still determined to become a doctor, you might also be interested in other videos in my channel. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video helps. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!